Well, Uncle Joe missed us too much, and he did call us home. We were having such fun playing in the woods, skiing through the snow, but he missed us, and we had to go home, and we were doing so well. So Karelia ended. The Russians only managed to get 10 victory points, 10 victory location points. They were driving. It was going to be interesting to see what was going to happen. The Finns still had one more potential set of reinforcements. They did build up a little bit in front, and the idea was let's get out here in front and slow down the Soviets as much as we could, and keep them from getting the victory points they needed, and hope that Stalin recalled them, which he did. So they only got half the victory points they even needed to get. I could have pulled all the guard units out and got that other point, but I think with the fact that the Finns were establishing little strong posts. because you can only attack with 2 stacks unless it's guard, and if you pull all the guard units out, then you're really going to hurt yourself. So that just really wasn't an option. Although I don't know, I probably should have tried anything, right? So this one's going to end right here. This was an interesting play. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 turns. So actually it was 10 turns. I think I saw where somebody got to 11 or something like that. So the fact that you don't have a game turn record track, and that it's all, that the boss's patience is your game turn record track. And needless to say, my last 3 turns, the rolls were terrible. So still had 1 prepared offensive phase left. Not many casualties, all armor casualties for the Soviets. Just boatloads for the Finns. But they hung on in the end. And pulled off the victory. So, pretty standard SCS game. Your overruns in movement and combat pretty much all the same. The prepared offensive for the Russians is very powerful with the artillery, and then the second wave unit movement, which you could put anybody pretty much into an exploitation mode, regardless of whether they were exploitable units or not. Supply wasn't too bad once I reset and realized, how to use the headquarters. And there's only 2. The Finns don't have any, so kind of got to keep them all together. I figured the Russians probably would have taken this, probably would have taken that and those couple hexes up there. That still wasn't going to be enough. I think that's 3-2. I think that's 3, 2, 1, and 1. So that would have been 5, 6, 7. And then maybe they blow down here and take 8 and 9. And then one of these 2 right here, and that would have took care of it for him. But Uncle Joe wanted everybody home. He had other plans for us, so God forbid what he's going to do with me as the commander. I don't want to go to no gulag, so you might as well just shoot me. All right, so this was Karelia 44 from MMP Standard Combat series. This was a good game. This one, it kept my attention a little better than the Stalingrad Pocket one did. Probably because this was kind of a lighter play. Simple objective, clear the defensive lines and try to get some of these victory locations, which, troops were spread out as far as the Finns go. And if the Finns use the defensive lines properly, well, you can see what the result is. They took a beating as far as manpower, but they managed to hang on long enough to pull the win until Joe lost his patience with what was going on up here. All right, so we'll wrap this one up. Let's get this one posted. If you got this thing, get it on the table, give it a play. This one's not a painful game to play. It's actually pretty easy, and it's kind of fun actually. Trying to figure out how you want to approach this. The only thing I think that's going to keep you sort of funneled will be headquarters. 21st Army, 23rd Army. Having to keep them within those ranges of those headquarters. All right. So 10 hexes and it's hexes. All right. And no terrain blocks it. and this one over here was 12. So you can't, you're going to have a big gap somewhere, but the fins really don't have anything to deal with it, unless you just get completely lucky and roll terrible as the Soviets. So, all right, Karelia 44 MMP. That's it. That's a wrap on this one. Let's get this posted. Talk to y'all soon with what's next.